Let's start then with Tuesday's Independent. It seems like the only thing Boris Johnson is planning over the next few weeks is moving plans.
It does seem a bit that way, yes. Boris Johnson won't act on cost of living crisis as he rejects pleas for emergency budget. So it's the Independent doing a bit of a blonde man bad story. I mean, he's already leaving, lads, but they want to have a pop at him because they're saying that he won't intervene on the cost of living crisis, refusing calls for an emergency budget or regular COBRA meetings, etc. And they're criticising this zombie Tory government, and a few of the papers have had a go at him. The implication is sort of Boris can't be bothered now, he's leaving, which is pretty much what you would expect from Boris. But and one paper even said, I think it was the Mail, said he's making £13,600 in this period. And you think, not that much for the most important job in the country, but I see what they mean. But to be very fair, as a government spokesperson said, look, you'll understand that by convention it's not for the Prime Minister to make major fiscal interventions during this period. It's for the future Prime Minister. So those are the two sides, I think.
But the point is we're not living in a time of convention necessarily. Arguably, we're heading up to an emergency, which is why we need someone to step in. I mean, it says PM will not call COBRA meetings. Well, just call the COBRA meetings. We don't expect you to actually go to them anyway.
He doesn't have to.
It doesn't normally go.
It is a slightly delicate issue. I'm not sure it's delicacy that is his strong suit, but it is a delicate issue if you've got Truss and Sunak who are fighting over this as much as any other single issue. This is probably one of the only 2 or 3 issues that anyone cares about. What are your economic plans? How are you going to rescue us? It would be possibly problematic if Johnson were to intervene and demand that...
certainly setting things up and saying where these problems are. That's what COBRA meetings are all about. And to see, so they can anticipate it, rather than it happen on the day that we're all October and then suddenly bills go up and everything just falls apart. To have this stuff set up and also to do it in coordination with both of them.
You're talking specifically about the heating.
The heating, right, but a bunch of other things.
But just general measures. I mean, I don't know, COBRA meetings, they always sound a lot more exciting than they really are, don't they? It just means it's just a briefing.
I think getting people in...
There's no actual COBRA.
That they're about to unleash the snake of economic reform.
But, they also asked if the Chancellor and Nadeem Zawahiri had any specific plans set up, and they said, I'm not aware of the Chancellor doing specific work or any work.
No.
So...
Fair enough.
I see what you mean with the cost of living crisis. It is very serious, but... I sort of forgot Boris was still there, to be honest, with this leadership contest. And this part is annoying.
Which is probably why he's currently neck and neck with Truss for the...
Maybe. It says here, the caretaker PM and his wife reportedly enjoyed the soothing energies of a mountain villa in Slovenia. And that is pure carry, isn't it? When you hear soothing energies, you just think,
Great wallpaper there. Can you guys help me out with this expression here? Sunak seized on Truss's rejection of cost of living handouts, arguing that her promise of immediate tax cuts won't touch the sides. Family
won't touch the sides.
That's what he said.
You think that sounds a bit like...
all I know is that I've only ever heard that expression used in one particular context.
That is an expression used about taking a drink. You're so thirsty that it just goes straight down, doesn't touch the sides.
Okay.
I'm not trying to make that out to be a food bar reference.